Hello, welcome back to another episode of the Universim. So hopefully, if everything went well, this is coming to you on Monday. Should be Monday, yeah. And the giveaway one was put out on Saturday. So the idea behind it is this is the final call for the actual winner. The winner will be posted up around the same time as this goes live. So really, I'm giving it 2 days. It should be enough. It's the first time I'm doing this, so we'll try it out and see how it goes. But the word was in the previous video. All you need to do is put that word in that video's comments. You'll have to go and watch that video to find out what the word was. And from there, you'll be able to be in the prize draw to get a free giveaway, which is a copy of this game. Currently, it's on $18.50, I think, but it's standard £21, so it's pretty decent, I would say, especially for my first giveaway anyway. But back to the game. So you can see the barracks there, the army inside, ready and waiting. That is the one of. So that holds 10, and then across from there we're building the second one. Cement is coming in, but it's slow. So we haven't got enough yet to make the full 20. But when we'll start doing some attacking. 10 is definitely not enough. 20... it might be. Most of the towns have sort of 30 to 50 though, so it's important to know what you're actually going up against. And bearing in mind, they are actually nuggets, right? They are your people. So that is 10 or 20 people out of that total in the top right hand corner, and when they're dead, they're dead. So it's important to remember that you are actually killing off your people if they lose the war or the battle. If they win, that's great, but yeah, the first ones likely won't. So just extending out here again with another what looks like engineer's hut. That prison's not built yet, but it will be soon. Doesn't even look like people have got to it yet, to be honest, because it's too far away. It wasn't prioritised though. The priority was put onto the barracks, and the barracks is using, that means the barracks is using all of the concrete. So we won't be able to build the prison until the second barracks is finished. Then we'll need to make enough concrete to move over to the prison. Because prisons use a lot of concrete, right?
I heard that one asking around about work benefits. They're going to be
As you can see, I'm just increasing the output efficiency of the cement. I'm going to fill it. Wouldn't normally do that, but we need to get this cement out to get these buildings done, especially the fact that we've got the police stations arresting people, and we will need somewhere for them to go eventually. And that is the prison, of course. So back over to where it is. We know the resources are coming in now, but the nuggets are taking a long time to chop down all of them trees. Every single one of them trees needs chopping and moving out of the way before they can do any building. So I am, in fact, going to use my telekinesis power. If you hold it down, it will continue to drain your creative points. You can see in the top left-hand corner. And it will pick up more and more and more. You can see the number down there, 83 stones and 103 wood. That's most of that forest and all that stone picked up, and I can then go and chuck that in a warehouse, like so. So we're not wasting it, just put it in the greenhouse. It's a warehouse. And that means that there's a lot less work for them to do now. In fact, I think I do pick up the remaining, yeah I do. Last couple of trees. That is now a building site, so all they need is to get the resource there, and they can start building. No more sorting out the trees and all of that, because it takes them a long time to do that. So I think that was worth it. I spent probably about 110 creative points, but I think it's worth it, right? Volcano's still on its way, but I don't need to save creative points for that because it doesn't really do that much. And for whatever it does do, the buildings or the people are instantly killed anyway, so it's not like I can use a spell to bring them back to life once they've been flattened by boulders of magma. Researching wise, looking there, you can see we're looking at engineer next. That will upgrade the engineering huts. We can then go to domestication, which is the farms that I want to do next. I'm also seeing gunpowder down at the bottom there on that yellow one. That allows our guys to use guns and muskets instead of arrows, which is good. But we need to get them yellow points up. They come from schools, I think, and universities. But also I want to go up the top there. You can see carriage house, which allows us to make the vehicles. And then above that was something else that I've forgotten. So I'm not going to try and pretend I knew what it was. having a look around. You can see that the visuals of the houses are looking nice now. It does get quite pretty as the game goes on, because you get from that boring muddy stuff to the pretty buildings. What we're going to do now, though, is we're going to go into an expedition, and I'm going to try a different thing, and we'll talk about it when I come back. But basically, I'm going to play it like a mini game, because I'm pretty sure that's how you're supposed to do it. So I am going to give them the food, the resources, the pulleys to keep them alive, etc. But I'm going to micromanage it on the way down. I'm going to camp and cure them where I need to and see if that works better. We haven't got enough people, so I can't afford just to let people go in there and die like I normally do. So we'll get them to come over. As soon as they do, I will put it on one side, and you'll hopefully see it flick through and go down and come back up again, and we'll see what it looks like. And see what the resources are like as well. Okay, so I think that worked. Basically, I just made them stop and camp when people were unhappy to get their happiness, or anybody that was injured, I cured or healed or whatever I needed to do. And it's definitely the way forward, I think. I didn't lose anybody. I got resources from it. So I'm going to wait until I've got a good amount of people, and then we're going to try that again. If I'll do it through like a time-lapse type thing like that, you'll have to let me know if you want that, or if I could just skip to the end and show you how it ended. Either way, I think we've got a plan of attack, and it's certainly better than just normally what I did was I told them to go and then left them, and I used to lose a lot of people doing that. So I think it's more of a mini game than a click and go. Just going around now and upgrading all of the, I think it's the reservoirs. No, it's not, it's the engineers' huts. Yeah, as you can see, we've just got domestication there, which means we have unlocked the farming, so for the cattle farms. Strangely, though, in the cattle farms, you can farm tortoises. They're not really cattle, but yeah, they're an option. So it's tortoises, deer, elk-looking things, and then mammoths, I think. So likely I'll go for deer or mammoth, depending on which ones I can actually, because you have to capture them, tame them, and then get them in. So I need to figure that out. And then you breed them up and eat the babies, or the adults, whichever way around it is. Obviously, I'm not a farmer. So cattle farm is unlocked there, and we'll move and plant a couple of them down. Again, we're going to our favourite area, as I've mentioned before, that giant rectangle that's already kitted out with engineers' huts, fire stations, etc. You can see just below there is the prison slowly being built. I will put 2 of these down for now. Whether I do 2 lots of the same animal or try and do a different variety, I don't actually know yet. I need to figure out what's nearby and how to do it, because I'm not au fait enough with the husbandry and the farming aspect of it, the cattle farming aspect of it. So we'll have to wait and see what actually comes of it, but I'll definitely get 2 down for now to get them building them, and at least then when they're built we can decide what we want to do. We've got the trappers, oh, this is just me collecting the resources from that. There is an alarm going off because the volcano is about to erupt in what looks like 15 seconds. Press the alarm, but again, we already know, right, that I don't need to, so I'll go over and look at the volcano. It will be the same as what it was previously, which is just shaky, 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 doing a bit of twerking, and then I turn it off because I realised that actually I'm not too worried about the volcano at all. I've got a base built all around the bottom of the volcano, and I'm not worried about that either, though, spoiler, people do die But again, there's nothing I can do about it, whether they're hidden or not. I mean, if they're in a bunker, yes, but to put them all in a bunker to stop me from losing the 2 people means my entire city is not working. We're not making food, we're not eating food, we're not drinking, we're not producing products, etc. So I don't think that it's worth it. I'd rather just let the 2 people die, as harsh as that sounds. Okay, so I saw that pop up. The prison is finished. There she is. Beautiful. Look at it. Beautiful. It reminds me of something out of Game of Thrones when the winter is coming.
Another happy
like
worker.
Westeros or whatever it's called. Anyway, we'll put 1 person in there just to make sure it's working. Efficiency-wise, it won't be perfect, but at least we know. And there's the 2 barracks. I've realised that the people are disappearing and I can't figure out why. And then very quickly we realised that actually there was a wolf attack that I didn't know about. And the military are automatically going and defending them. So actually the barracks I need to spread out, not have them together. So I'm going to put them now at the edge of the villages, similar to the watchtowers. But I'll spread them around so that then when we have a wolf attack or things like that, their armies will come out of there and protect our civilians. Nugget civilians, anyway. Back they go, and as soon as they get back, I believe I'm going to send them out for their first battle of the series. Okay, this is it. So we're going to go with the closest. Actually, you can click send all, but I click attack, and it just attacks 1 by 1. So if you click attack, you'll send 10 people, or 10 of whatever's in that barracks. But if you click attack with all, it sends your entire army, right? So let's just jump over to there and see if it's the slaughterhouse I'm expecting it to be for us. Attack! Yeah, I'm hiding up here. But you can see they've actually got about 40 to 50 people. We've got 20. I'm trying to help out, and unfortunately that's so loud. I'm going to turn that down for you, but that is so loud. And yeah, it don't go great. Check out some of the buildings just to make me feel better about my life. We are going to lose all of our army, unfortunately. I could have retreated, but just wanted to get that in there and see how it goes. But that looks like it's over now. The fires, I'm hoping that that fire is going to spread and cause devastation. But we'll see. I mean, that was a floppy fail, but you saw what I mean by the armies sending even 20 was a bit pointless, to be honest. It's better to wait for them to attack you and use your creative spells, because you can't use them on them while they're hiding in their little magic domes. Okay, let's get everybody some cars. We'll put down the garage. This will allow people to own cars. They have to buy them, of course, or they don't buy them. We make them for them, and then. But it basically just means that they move around a lot faster. It also looks funny. So we'll get the garage down and wait for that to be built. As soon as it is, it should start producing. And there's no resources there that I'm too worried about actually for the actual building of the building. Yeah. But the cars themselves require oil and a few other things, so we may need to start paying attention to which factories we turned off and turn them back on again. That is the volcano going, and as you can see, fire station. So the fire station got obliterated by the volcano. We can just repair it. And that's it. Like I say, not worth having people hiding for that, in my opinion, anyway. Ministry of Agriculture. No, that's not what it says. It says architecture and gunpowder. So the architecture one will mean that they'll build. It's the engineers' huts automatically, I think. So let's just pick somebody. They have to be educated. And yeah, then they'll build the engineers' huts for us, I'm sure of it.
There will be no whistling while they work.
Engineers' huts, yeah. And then the gunpowder means that we're going to replace our bows for muskets, so we gain range and damage. Opening this box, now we actually researched it and we knew there was no negatives there. Pyramid shard, but we're nowhere near finishing one of the legendary buildings, unfortunately. They're I think the closest we are is 2 tokens out of 4, so we're a ways away from that yet. Flying over the map, I'm just looking. These are a bit angry at us. I don't care. There's not much they're going to do about it. In fact, likely I'm just going to attack them just to prove a point. But they may attack us, they may not attack us. That's what it's saying, and that's what it's warning us about. But I don't care either way. I mean, we've got an army now. So I'll take out what I can. The free building, the free... and then there I'm doing a little bit of a tactic. Set fire to the forest, which will burn into the dome and hopefully burn down the city. That's a way around it. Will it work? Let's see. I would call that mildly successful, and it was working, but then I realised that my base is falling down. Over here, and I've checked on the post edit, we wasn't warned about this volcano, and it's not a volcano. Tornado, there you go. So we have got a volcano going off, but I didn't see a warning.
Are you aware that there is a marauding twister of death
now he's
heading
warning us
towards
about
your
the tornado, but it's
civilization?
already wiping out
Just
our
a
base.
heads up.
And by base, I mean city. I did panic a little bit here. I'm watching it destroy my city, forgetting that I can actually control it slightly. So if you use the dome spells that you have the ability to, you can bounce it around. If you've got enough, you can trap it between 4 or 3 if you're good enough. As you can see there, it bounces off there to protect that building. And then I put another one down for whatever building it goes for. And it will then, you basically play
Everything
with it.
seems to be going pretty well.
Unfortunately, I didn't know it was coming or
Unfortunately,
didn't
there's
have
a
enough
tornado approaching
points
that'll likely
to do
turn
anything
things
with.
right
But I
around.
think it dissipates sometime now, luckily. I hope. Oh no, it wanted that one more building first. But yeah, there you go. So it's gone. All of them buildings can be repaired, so I've got to go across all of the buildings it's destroyed and click the rebuild button and wait for the nuggets to rebuild everything. I didn't see any loss of life, but I could have missed it. 192, it doesn't sound catastrophic anyway, so building wise and resource wise, catastrophic, but resources we're doing reasonably well with. I keep pressing the wrong button and going to the menu there, which is a little annoying. But yeah, there's somebody else who's been arrested, unlucky. But yeah, we've got to go through all these and tell them to rebuild them all and crack on with that. That will be done for the next episode, though. I'm not going to make you watch that because it's boring. But I am going to end the episode here. So, thank you very much for watching. If you like the video, please click like. Any comments are welcome. Subscribe for more. And don't forget to enter the giveaway. Good luck. Take care. Bye-bye.